The very next connected topic to maxima minima is Lagrange's method of undetermined multipliers. Now, why there is a need to discuss about this topic, Lagrange's method of undetermined multipliers? Kindly listen, then you can note it down. In maxima minima, as we are discussing it in the heading or in the unit or in the module partial differentiation, in maxima minima, we are only concerned about the two variables. So maximum and minimum conditions are available only for function of two variables. So in some examples wherein it were more than two variables, suppose a function is a function of x, y and z, three variables, and it is easy for us to convert the third variable into other two, then we can obviously go for the condition of maxima and minima, so that we can calculate the value of r, s and t. Rt minus s square greater than 0, and depending on the nature of r, we used to calculate whether the function is going to have maximum value or the minimum value. But sometimes it is not possible for us to convert the third variable into remaining two. Then those conditions of maxima and minima are not sufficient to determine. Also, this Lagrange's method of undetermined multiplier will help us or will enable us to get the maximum value or the minimum value directly from the given function. So whenever we have many of the complicated terms available with us, but still we are to determine the maximum or the minimum value, we will be moving ahead with the Lagrange's method of undetermined multiplier. Sometimes it is mentioned in the question, but if it is not mentioned in the example that use Lagrange's method of undetermined multiplier, but we are unable to apply the conditions of maxima and minima, we will be going ahead with the Lagrange's method of undetermined multiplier. Now, what does this method says? In this particular method, now additional data will be required in the question. What is that additional data required in the question? Certain equation of the surface or certain condition will be provided in the example, which we call it as phi of xyz is equal to 0, or a expression which can be converted to phi of xyz equal to 0, means certain RHS is given, and transferring that RHS, we can bring in the RHS the value as 0. In that case, we say that that particular surface or condition gives the hint that we have to apply the Lagrange's method of undetermined multiplier. The major drawback of this particular method is we cannot determine whether the answer is the maximum value or the minimum value. Only we are moving ahead with the values, but we are not pretty sure whether it is maximum or minimum. If question says that ki, find the maximum value, then we need to consider that answer as maximum. If the question says that ki, find the minimum value of so and so using Lagrange's method, तो obviously आपको वो मान के चलना पड़ेगा कि वो वैल्यू मिनिमम है. There is no parameter to check whether r is positive or r is less than 0, right? So in this process, we have to assume that whatever they have said, whether it is going to be maximum, so we assume that it is maximum. If it is going to be minimum, we say that it is minimum. So in this question, how to identify that Lagrange's method is to be applied? If it is mentioned in the example, well and good. If it is not mentioned in the example, I have to check from the given question. I have to read it thoroughly and see that certain condition, additional condition or equation of a surface is provided, which can be equated to 0 apart from the function which is to be shown maximum or minimum, right? So in this case, f of xyz is a function of three variables which is connected by the relation phi of xyz equal to 0. This will be the original function which is to be shown maximum or minimum. Addition to it, any equation of the surface or relation will be provided which can be equated to 0. I hope the things are made clear. When we actually solve the problem, it will be more easy for you to understand. Kindly note down Lagrange's method of undetermined multipliers. This is the function to be maximized or minimized, which is connected to the surface or the relation phi of xyz is equal to 0. This second function is very, very important, which is equated with 0 or which can be equated with 0. This process does not determine the nature, that is maximum or minimum of the function. There is no provision to check whether r is going to be less than 0 or r is going to be greater than 0. We have to go ahead with the assumption of the example or the data which is provided. Clear up to this?
Yes, sir.
Noted. This process does not determine the nature, that is maximum or minimum of the function. Now we write down the working rule. Find out relative maxima and minima of f to the condition phi of xyz equal to 0. Find out relative maxima and minima of f means identify which function is to be shown maximum or minimum. Right? Find out or identify. Find out or identify relative maxima and minima of f to the condition phi of xyz equal to 0. Construct a new function capital F, which is combination of f of xyz plus lambda into phi of xyz. Construct a new function capital F. Construct a new function capital F, which is small f of xyz plus lambda into phi of xyz. Small f of xyz is what? Small f of xyz is the function which we have identified for maxima and minima. Phi of xyz is certain additional condition or the equation of the surface or the relation which can be equated to 0, but that should be multiplied by lambda. What is this lambda called as? This lambda is called as undetermined multiplier, Lagrangian undetermined multiplier. That is very important. So we are constructing a new function capital F, small f of xyz plus lambda into phi of xyz. Obtain del f by del x equal to 0. This capital F is to be, see, capital F is the new function which is constructed and which is equal to small f plus lambda into phi. Plus lambda into phi. So capital F is small f plus lambda into phi. What is small f? Small f is the maximum or minimum function. Kindly note down these symbols or alphabets properly. You should not get confused. Capital F is the new function which is combination. Small f is the function which is to be shown maximum or minimum. Then what I do, I differentiate this capital F with respect to x and equate with 0. I differentiate this capital F with respect to y and equate with 0. I differentiate this capital F with respect to z and equate with 0. Now this differentiation will give you del f by del x plus lambda into del phi by del x equal to 0, because this is also differentiable with respect to x, this is also differentiable with respect to x. And what is this lambda called as? Lambda is called as undetermined Lagrangian multiplier. This lambda is called as Lagrangian undetermined multiplier. Lambda is called as undetermined Lagrangian multiplier. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Noted down the steps, everybody. Any difficulty up to now? Solve the above equations so as to obtain the values of x, y, and x, y, z and lambda. Here in the end or at the end, I will be calculating all the values. Sometimes lambda will be obtained first, and then with the help of it, you have to calculate the x, y, z. Sometimes x, y, z will be obtained first. After that, you calculate lambda, right?
Yes, sir.
So accordingly, we will be looking to the given conditions. So this method is known as Lagrange's method of undetermined multipliers. This method is known as Lagrange's method of undetermined multipliers. This method is known as Lagrange's method of undetermined multipliers. Completed.
Yes, sir.